Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. Roman Reigns is set to fight CM Punk and Seth Rollins in a triple threat match at WWE WrestleMania 41. WWE analyst Sam Roberts recently suggested a scenario in which the OTC could embark on a reign of terror after the show of shows. The former undisputed WWE Universal Champion has seemingly been a babyface since his return at SummerSlam last year. However, he suffered a massive setback last night on SmackDown when his wiseman, Paul Heyman, agreed to be in CM Punk's corner at WrestleMania 41. The Second City Saint also took him out with a GTS, leaving him lying in the ring as the show went off the air. Speaking on his Not Some Wrestling podcast, Roberts disclosed that he would like to see Reigns win the triple threat match in Las Vegas and then confront Heyman, telling the 59-year-old that the OG Bloodline leader did not need the Wiseman. Meanwhile, he suggested the OTC could embark on a reign of terror after the premium live event. The WWE analyst thinks Roman Reigns may have subtly hinted at turning heel. Last night on SmackDown, Roman Reigns wore an OTC t-shirt instead of the UYTC one he had been sporting lately. Speaking on his Not Some Wrestling podcast, WWE analyst Sam Roberts claimed it might have been a subtle clue that he was leaning toward becoming a heel. The 41-year-old predicted that Paul Heyman would be portrayed as a hero due to his association with CM Punk in the ongoing storyline with the OTC. Ahmed Hamdi is an Egyptian journalist with a decade of experience in sports journalism, specializing in pro wrestling and football. Hamdi kicked off his career as a sports reporter for Al Aram Weekly. He then became a producer/reporter for Mal Masr TV program on the Egyptian channel On TV. In the following years, Hamdi worked as a reporter for several international news outlets, including Deutsche Welle, Germany, As Safir, Lebanon, and Al Monitor USA. In 2014, Hamdi joined leading Egyptian newspaper Al Masri Al Yum, where he is now a senior sports editor. In addition to all that, the Egyptian also worked as a sports editor for Sport 360 and feature writer for Mansour.com. Hamdi has covered several sports events throughout the past few years, including WWE's tour in Egypt and the 2019 African Cup of Nations. The experienced journalist joined Sportskeeda's pro wrestling feature writers team in early 2021. Since then, his work has managed to get millions of reads. Here's a 1,000-word article exploring the idea of Roman Reigns embarking on a reign of terror following a massive confrontation, as speculated by a WWE analyst. Roman Reigns embarking on a reign of terror after massive confrontation is possible, says WWE analyst. In the ever-evolving landscape of WWE, few characters have commanded the spotlight and captivated audiences quite like Roman Reigns. Since his return in 2020 and the formation of the Bloodline, Reigns has stood tall as the self-proclaimed tribal chief, rewriting his legacy and altering the course of WWE storytelling. Now, in the aftermath of a massive confrontation that rocked the foundation of the Bloodline, a prominent WWE analyst suggests that Reigns could be on the brink of a chilling transformation, one that may signal the beginning of a ruthless reign of terror. The cracks in the Bloodline. Tension within the Bloodline has been simmering for months, with Solo Sikoa, Jimmy Uso, and even outside players subtly testing Reigns' control. The once unshakable dynasty began to falter after Jey Uso's departure and Jimmy's repeated rebellions. The power vacuum created by Reigns' extended absences and Solo's increasing assertiveness hinted at an inevitable confrontation. That moment recently came to a head in a thunderous SmackDown main event that left the WWE Universe stunned. The confrontation between Reigns and his younger cousin Solo Sikoa was more than a family dispute. It was a war of ideology. Reigns, believing in loyalty and hierarchy, expected obedience. Solo, empowered by his recent victories and a growing fan base chanting his name, saw a future where the tribal chief was no longer needed. The standoff ended with neither man truly winning, but the seeds of rebellion were planted. The analyst's warning. Following this high-stakes clash, WWE analyst and former superstar Booker T weighed in during a post-show discussion on WWE's The Bump. Roman Reigns has been disrespected, undermined, and embarrassed by his own blood. Booker said, "He's not going to take that lightly. Don't be surprised if we see Roman go darker, more dangerous, and more vindictive than we've ever seen." Booker elaborated on the psychology of the tribal chief, emphasizing that Reigns doesn't view leadership as a position. He sees it as his destiny. When your legacy is being questioned, especially by your own family, it does something to you. Roman might come back with a vengeance, targeting everyone who's crossed him, and not just in the bloodline. I'm talking about a full-on reign of terror. #### signs of a darker turn. WWE fans have already started to notice subtle changes in Roman's demeanor. The stoic calm that once defined his promos has shifted into something more sinister. His latest appearance backstage saw him brooding in silence, his signature golden glove missing, a symbolic loss of power or a foreshadowing of a new identity. Sources backstage claim that creative discussions are underway to reposition Reigns for a more villainous run, possibly exceeding the dominance he displayed during his 1,000-day championship reign. One source hinted at a Roman Reigns who answers to no one, not even family. Another major factor? Paul Heyman's uneasiness. The wise man's role has always been to balance Roman's fury with strategic counsel. But in recent appearances, Heyman has looked visibly anxious, hesitant to even speak. If Heyman can't control Reigns, then perhaps no one can. #### potential targets. If this rumored reign of terror begins, who could fall under Reigns' wrath? ***, Solo Sikoa ***. Naturally, Solo would be at the top of Roman's hit list. A brutal one-on-one match between the cousins could become one of the most intense family feuds WWE has ever seen. ***, Jimmy Uso ***. Despite his repeated betrayals and attempts at reconciliation, Jimmy has always been a wild card. Roman may see him as a traitor who deserves punishment. ***, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens ***. Although Sami and KO have shifted focus, they've humiliated Roman in the past. If Roman is seeking revenge, they could be on his radar. ***, Cody Rhodes ***. Still riding the momentum from his WrestleMania main event victory over Reigns, Cody could face Roman's fury once again, this time with higher stakes. ***, the WWE locker room ***. In the analyst's words, Roman could become the locker room's worst nightmare. No title, no alliances, just unfiltered wrath. ###, a new version of the tribal chief. Should this descent into chaos occur, WWE could present a reinvention of Roman's character. No longer the composed head of the table, he might evolve into a cold, calculating tyrant, reminiscent of classic wrestling despots like Triple H during the Evolution era, or even Vince McMahon in his most villainous form. This version of Roman wouldn't need a championship to assert dominance. His mere presence would be enough to shake superstars and strike fear backstage. From brutal ambushes to psychological warfare, the possibilities for storytelling are endless. ###, fan reactions and speculation. The WWE universe is buzzing with speculation. On social media, fans have voiced both fear and excitement at the idea of an unhinged Roman. One fan tweeted, "A Roman Reigns with nothing to lose is the most dangerous thing in wrestling right now." Another wrote, "If Roman's going down, he's taking everyone with him. This could be legendary." Many are also wondering whether this potential arc could lead to Roman's eventual redemption, or if it's the final phase before his downfall. ###, could this be the endgame? While the analyst's prediction remains just that, a prediction, WWE has a history of crafting long-term storylines with seismic payoffs. Roman Reigns turning into a villainous tyrant and launching a reign of terror could serve as the penultimate chapter before the next big hero rises. Whether that's Cody Rhodes, Solo Sikoa, or even a returning Jey Uso, the journey through Reigns' descent could define WWE programming for months, if not years to come. ###, final thoughts. Roman Reigns has always been a polarizing figure, from the shielded enforcer to the rejected babyface, and ultimately, the tribal chief. Now, with his authority challenged and his family divided, he may have no choice but to embrace the darkness. If the WWE analysts' speculation proves true, then fans should brace for a Roman Reigns unlike any we've seen before. A reign of terror may be coming, and the entire WWE roster might never be the same again. Let me know if you'd like this adapted into a promo-style monologue or turned into a breaking news-style piece.